The natural resources section comprises of petroleum services, mining services and the GSI services. In relation to petroleum, firstly, the Department's role includes developing and maintaining an appropriate policy and regulatory framework to underpin oil and gas exploration and production activities, including engaging at national, EU and wider international level, together with the development of legislation focused on safety, protection of the environment and fiscal terms. The strategy, the International Energy Agency forecast that oil and natural gas will still remain significant elements of the world's energy supply to 2035, and obviously there is very significant and sustained benefits to the state and people of Ireland over an extended period of years for oil and petroleum wells that are struck. In relation to exploration and mining is undertaken by private industry, either under state mining leases or for state-owned minerals or state mining licences for privately owned minerals. And Ireland ranks as Europe's second largest producer of zinc metal in concentrate and the 11th largest producer in the world. And in addition, Ireland was Europe's fifth largest producer of lead metal in concentrate and 16th in the world. In terms of the challenges within that department, there are also extensive programme of remediation works at 5 of the 6 identified former mining sites at silver mines, particularly in County Tipperary and in Avoca. The third area is in relation to the GSI, the Geological Survey of Ireland. Again, there's excellent work going on there. The GSI is a division of the department and acts as the state geoscience agency. It manages a number of nationally strategic initiatives through a small number of programme budgets which have been amalgamated into a single subhead. You will be familiar, and I know it's within our constituency at the moment, in relation to the TELUS programme, which is the Geological Environmental Baseline Survey, where there's low-flying aircraft, some 60 metres high, which are surveying the Galway West area at the moment, providing very important data, and also the Infomar programme, which is the National Seabed Mapping Programme. The Infomar will commence phase 2, the mapping of all remaining areas not already mapped in phase 1 to complete 100% coverage of all Irish waters. So there's an amount of good work being done, particularly in the GSI, in relation to their research strategy. Thank you, Chairman. The inland fisheries budget comprises 27 million. It provides a grant to Inland Fisheries Ireland, which is responsible for the conservation, management and regulation of Ireland's inland fisheries resource. The Inland Fisheries Programme includes an allocation of just under 15 million towards the staff cost of Inland Fisheries Ireland and the Lochs Agency of the Foyle, Carlingford and Irish Lights Commission. The Lochs Agency is a north-south body, is co-funded on a 50-50 basis by my department and Northern Ireland's Department of Agriculture and Rural Development. Also included in the programme is 12 million for non-pay current capital expenditure by the two agencies. There's a number of programmes there in relation to the eel management plan, which has caused concern in the past, and latest scientific advice is that the status of the eel remains critical, and that all production and escapement of silver eels should be reduced to or kept as close to zero as possible, and there is no change in the perception of the status of the stock as being critically endangered. Also, we have the salmon management regime, and as part of the budget, IFI's budget is earmarked for salmon management initiatives such as river habitat improvement and fish stock rehabilitation. We are carrying out a comprehensive review of the IFI legislation, including the consolidation of the 13 Inland Fisheries Acts, which date back to 1959. And in terms of the challenges to the department, one of the particular challenges is in relation to invasive species, of which the Inland Fisheries isn't the lead agency, it's the National Parks and Wildlife, but obviously we have a role in cooperating with National Parks and Wildlife in that regard.